Eddie, I want to come to you straight away. Here we are, 2.5 years later, Eddie. There's been some ups and downs, ebbs and flows. There was a time when I thought we'd missed the boat on this fight. As we sit here now, knowing this fight is 100% going to happen, how are you feeling?
I can't believe it. I mean, I couldn't believe it the first time around. And, you know, we got to a stage, the fight was announced.
Eddie,
it was the...
you know I don't like you, right?
I don't know.
So if you know that, what on God's sweet green earth makes you think I'm going to sit here and listen to any of the bollocks that you have to say about it?
To be honest, I mean, you're going to have to.
No.
You are?
We're not. We're going to have some parliamentary procedure here today.
Okay. Well, one thing's for sure, you ain't no prime minister.
And we're going to skip past whatever bullshit it was you thought you was going to talk about, and we're going to continue on with the press conference. Ade, you may proceed.
So as I was saying, Ade...
No.
You get your turn.
This is not the Eddie Hearn show.
One thing's for sure, it ain't the Chris Eubank show.
This is not the Eddie Hearn show.
No.
This is Eubank versus Benn, so you can either sabotage this.
You got your man to your right is going to say a few words.
You can either sabotage the event, and I'll just start talking to Ben personally, directly, or you can be quiet and we can move on with the press conference. I don't want to hear anything you have to say.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
We can be here all day.
I've been addressed.
We can be here all day.
I've been addressed.
I don't want to hear what you have to say. So
well, to be honest with you, many people do.
Ade,
I think I'm more popular than you.
Ade, if you want to control the situation and move forward, you can.
I'm enjoying this. This is almost like a mini face-off.
So how would you run the press conference, Chris? Because you're such an unbelievable promoter.
I'm not running it, but I'm just not listening.
So what happens now?
We move on.
What, you talk?
I'd love to talk, but if not me, it's somebody else.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Conor Benn, how are we feeling about smashing this geezer to pieces April 26th?
There you go. Let's hear from Conor.
Yeah? Because I'll tell you something now. I can't wait. I can't wait. I look at you, I look at Nigel. I look at Nigel wants to get in the ring and have a tear-up.
Do you know what? Listen, Chris can say what he wants. The bottom line is, his dad don't even like him. You could not pay that man enough money to sit in this man's corner. Now that's an accomplishment, Chris. That's an accomplishment. Well done. The most unlikable geezer on the planet. Even your dad don't like you.
Maybe.
Shit,
maybe,
man.
Maybe.
Drop the mic.
And you know, there's one in me who has accepted his fate. I gave up on my dreams of being the hero a long time ago. The other still wants and believes and dreams and prays.
Chris, speak on behalf of yourself.
Of being
speak on behalf of
the
yourself.
good guy, of being the golden boy. That's what I believe.
No. Speak on behalf of yourself.
I know. I'm just saying what I believe your mindset is at this stage.
This whole time, this whole 10 minutes you've been talking has been rubbish.
It's okay.
Like no one's even like, what do you want, a violin?
The sickening thing about this situation is, Conor, you had it.
I have it. You don't had it.
You had it.
No, I have it.
You had it.
Your career's done.
You're
fighting a welterweight at the end of your career. That sums up your career.
You had the whole public behind you. Everyone wanted you to win. Everyone wanted you to be the next big thing in boxing. I never had that.
No one cares.
You know what I would have given to be in that situation that you were in?
But still nobody cares.
You had it.
But nobody cares still, Chris. You're still going on.
Pissed it all away.
Do you know what? I just can't take him seriously, that's all. Just look at his career. Every time he stepped up, he's fouled. Every time. Yeah, you face better oppositions. Well done you, but this is the end of your career. This is the end. This is it for you.
Wow.
I'm 28.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? You choose to fight a welterweight over Shiraz.
What was your last fight?
Over Janibek. Over Adamas. Over anybody with a world title. You choose to fight a welterweight. Your career's done.
You're not a welterweight,
You've achieved your career.
You fought a light middleweight in your last fight.
I fought a light middleweight to prepare for you.
Okay,
so that's all. That's all. I'm a welterweight.
No, you're not.
I'm a welterweight.
You'll be a welterweight.
And you are going to get beat.
Fight,
you are going to get rendered unconscious by a welterweight. Rendered. Yeah, exactly. Like Liam Smith. But that brings back horrors. Exactly like that. Exactly the way he jumped up to 160. And he done exactly that. Have you dancing all funny? That's exactly what's going to happen April 26th, except by a welterweight whose name happens to be Benn. And do you know what? You can retire off to the sunset with your pension fund. But this is you done.
You go online, I go online and I see that there is a split You know, I either see people saying, Conor Benn's going to knock Eubank out early because he's too young, he's too strong, he's too ferocious, he's too hungry, he's too angry. Or Eubank wins on points because he's too big. Those are the two, and this is not just the public actually, this is respected members of the boxing community, trainers, fighters. Apparently the only way I can win this fight is just because of my size. You know, where's the fucking respect? You know, I've had 34 fights, 25 KOs, and I can only beat this guy because I'm a bit bigger than him?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'm going to beat him because I'm a better fighter than
But
him
you're not.
in every single
But
department.
you're not. If you
Will
look
it
at
be a
your
walk in
career,
the
your
park?
career's done.
I don't know. But he cannot beat me, that's for sure.
Based on what? Billy Joe, George Groves, Liam Smith. I'm undefeated here. You've tasted defeat. You've been rendered unconscious before. You was eating the canvas, literally.
Rendered unconscious. I finished the fight on my feet, my friend.
Well, your corner saved you. Otherwise, you definitely would have been eating the
Rendered
canvas.
unconscious is far from what I was.
You what? Sorry?
You know,
Well, I didn't hear what you said.
when you're up on your feet,
Oh,
demanding
shut up.
that the fight continues, I'm content with a loss like that, and I avenged it. Still got booed the next time I went out into an arena.
Because
but
Liam
it's
Smith
okay.
was 20%. And you still look shit.
Well,
You was 20% and you still look shit. He threw maybe 2 punches around. Please explain to me how you want to give yourself credit. Are you really happy about that?
why are we talking about?
Oh, no, I'm just saying. You just said you was out on your feet and you revenged the loss and, you know, you're really happy about it. Are you actually happy about it?
It was a great performance.
Okay.
Look, it wasn't something that we expected. It wasn't something that was agreed. I think the first fight, the weight limits, the rehydration, it got a lot of controversy and it wasn't right. This was something that was added in last minute. It's something that we'll deal with. Chris is a professional and he'll make it the way he should, but it's not something you typically see in boxing, not at this limit, not on the day. And it's just another thing that puts a bit of a downer on the event, when at the end of the day, this is an unbelievable event for British boxing, and it wasn't agreed until 24 hours before a contract was signed.
Okay, there you go. Eddie, any response to that?
No, I think Ben.
Eddie doesn't get a response. I've made it very
Whoa,
clear
whoa, 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 whoa,
that
whoa.
Eddie is not.
One thing I'll
speaking
tell
while I'm
you,
on here.
because you better get some better people working for you, son.
It's okay.
Because I tell you something now, what you said was very spot on, Ben. It was agreed in the contract.
What was agreed was that the fight would happen and that Conor Benn can beat Chris Eubank Jr. at any weight. That was what was agreed.
No,
And
no.
all of a sudden, we get demands from Conor and his team that...
You do know the
No, no,
first
no.
fight was £7 rehydration.
The original fight was 157.
I'm not worried about the original fight. You guys sprung it on
hold
us.
Hold on a minute.
about a
Then you don't
rehydration
put on
clause.
£8-9. Stop talking rubbish, Chris, because that's all you've done all evening is talk rubbish. You said your team come to my team and in fact said about a rehydration clause. £8 to £9, that's what you put on after weighing. That's what you suggested and we agreed. So to stop
When
pushing,
was
stop
this?
covering your ass for when you get knocked out.
When
stop
did
covering
we
your
say-
ass when you
when did
get
we say
knocked
that?
out.
Okay, all right.
Your
We
management,
know-
your
we know what
management,
we
that's who
signed.
said that.
We know what we signed and we know
Let
what
me
you
guys just tell
signed.
you how, from my perspective, how it went down.
It don't, honestly.
Eddie,
Your
stop
man said when the contract...
Stop interacting me, Eddie. Let me cook.
No, because
Let me
you're a
cook.
plum.
Let me
Grade A
cook.
plum. And
Let
you
me
signed the
cook.
contract. You
I
signed
did sign the contract, and I'm going to explain why.
You know why you signed a contract?
I'm going to explain why. I like a challenge, okay? When Eddie and Conor started demanding that there was a rehydration clause for this fight, guess what I said? Show me the money. Show me the money. That's what I said, you know.
You know why
if
you
you're going to
need the
have
money?
that
'Cause you're
advantage
shit at
over
poker,
me,
that's why you need the money.
if you're going to have that advantage over me,
You're shit at poker, that's why
then
you
you've
need
got
the
to
money.
have, then you've got
That's
to
why
pay
you've
top
taken
dollar.
this fight.
You've got to pay. I'm not going to give you that advantage for free.
Anyway, Addy,
You
they
are
signed
shit
the
at
that's
poker.
contract.
exactly
Well,
what they've
They
done.
signed the
And that's
contract.
why- that's
Apparently
why
he
you've
got
taken
all the
this fight.
money. He signed the contract. There
That's
you go.
right. They
Okay.
paid me.
Congratulations. We'll see you Saturday morning for
to
the
do
weigh-in.
the rehydration clause.
We'll see you there Saturday morning for the
As
weigh-in.
much as Eddie doesn't want to admit that and for
Not
that to
at
be
all.
public knowledge, that's what's happening.
What's public knowledge?
I'm being paid to restrict my weight.
No.
One thing that you all need to know that Eddie's tried to push hard over the last few weeks is that the IBF enforced a 10-pound restriction anyway at middleweight, so that's why this is safe. The truth is, that's a lie. The IBF...
They moved it to 12 recently.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is what he did not tell you, is that it's a 12-pound weight limit. So, just another example of Eddie lying through his teeth to the public
whoa.
to try and make himself look good and
Not
make
at
the
all.
situation
It's all
look bad.
down to the negotiation, and as I said...
Why
we've
is it
got-
now that only people are only hearing you say it's 12 pounds?
Because that's the IBF rule that's just
No,
been
no, no,
changed.
because you chat
No,
shit.
Chris,
Just-
You've been
stop
trying to
coming
pull
up
the
with
wool
excuses.
over people's
You
eyes.
said in the first fight...
I'm going to expose
You only
everything.
hydrate 5 or 6
Why
pounds.
are
Now
you
it's
talking about the
14
£5? Why are you talking about the last
it's
fight?
14 pounds.
Nobody cares about the last
Okay.
fight. We're talking about
So,
now.
Is it going to make a difference
The
in this fight?
IBF
Chris, is it
enforced a
going to make a
10-pound
difference?
limit.
Chris, just get it in the
And
open now. Is it going to make
not
a
a
difference?
12-pound limit, not
Is it
10.
going to make a difference in this fight?
Why are you talking to me? Connor,
Let me ask you that
Because
question.
your promoter is saying
I'm-
more
Eddie,
on
Eddie,
this
one
table
second.
than
Sorry,
you.
Eddie.
But he isn't.
Is this Eubank Hearn or
I'm
Eubank
baffled
Ben?
by the excuses.
This is pretty wild, actually, Connor. that
Baffled. Go on.
You're letting this guy chat for you. It's embarrassing. Say
Yeah,
something.
I'm just answering your
I
question.
don't want to talk to you, Eddie.
I don't want to talk to you. You talk so much shit. You're making
so
excuses.
unimportant to me. It's not even funny.
Ditto.
And I believe it's not like, what round he's going to do him in, what round. I think as soon as he hits much harder than Liam Smith. And I think once Conor put that pressure on him, Conor can do 12 rounds at pace. And you know what? If he wants to come in here at 60% against my son, mate. And you know what it is, Chris? I want to apologise to you because I remember you saying, that I was disrespectful to your dad. So I'm sorry if I offended you saying that I hate your dad. I don't hate your dad because you know what it is? Through my stupidity. That was my stupidity. I'm a 61-year-old man, and you know what? I thank God for having Chris in my life because at the end of the day, we've done so much. We've left you lot to carry on the legacy. So at the end of the day, but I apologise for what I said about hating your dad. I really don't. But because you was going on about it, and at the end of the day, I just want to let you know, I'm sorry. But retribution is coming your way, mate. I'm telling you. It is coming your way, mate. He's going to hit you so many times with a left, you're going to be crying for a right. He's going to hit you so many times, you're going to think you're surrounded. I'm telling you, mate.
That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear apologies. I want to hear how your son's going to beat you.
He's going to put it on you, mate. And I'm so confident, so confident, mate.
Good.
When you get to the
Nigel,
ring.
what in Connor's career gives you the confidence that he's gonna beat Chris?
What gives me the confidence? Because I know my boy. He's got my DNA, but much better.
He's not even fought at British level.
No. Listen.
Ben,
do I hear
hold on,
Ben?
hold on.
No,
Let me
no,
finish.
it's just-
No, hold on. Let me finish. I didn't fight for a British title.
But you
I
fought,
didn't,
you,
no,
fought-
but I
you
wanted
fought
to
above
come
British
along.
and
Yeah,
European
but
level.
28, Ben.
You fought,
What, you
yeah,
don't know nothing
at
about
28
listen,
years old. At 28 years old, Chris Eubank Jr. was further than this.
At 28 years old, I've got a good 5 years left. I ain't in no hurry. So far, what I have done is good. It's great. So far, what I've done, I'm still undefeated. I don't know why you're talking.
If you're that Connor, if you're that
Why
confident,
not?
no, we want to talk about contrast. If you're that confident,
Oh, shut up.
right?
Don't come out
There was a
with- Don't come out
there's a
with some
rematch. There's a
promotional
rematch
shit.
clause in this. There's a rematch clause in this fight, right?
You asked for.
But both fighters,
You asked for
both
a rematch
fighters,
clause, Ben.
you were desperate for it,
Ben,
Eddie.
Ben,
You were
you
desperate
asked for a
it because he's got
two-fight deal.
paydays left.
You asked for
yeah,
it.
it's 2 easy paydays. Of
Oh, right, okay, so you asked for the rematch.
Just to be clear, both fighters were offered. Do they want to take a number if they win or a number if they lose, right? The higher number if you win, the lower number if you lose. Chris, of course, the confidence takes the number.
You lot
lower
was
if
the
you
rematch.
lose.
You didn't want a second fight. You didn't want a second
Connor
fight.
decides
You
win or
wouldn't
lose,
take
he
it.
wants to say
Hey,
number.
Ben,
So
Ben,
no, you
Ben.
can talk all in
Classroom
about
time.
confidence.
Listen, classroom time.
No, Eddie.
You asked for the
talk-
rematch.
You
You
talk-
asked for 2 fights.
It's easy to
Hold
fight.
on a minute.
And
Hold on.
you
One
asked for
minute,
2
one second,
fights.
one second.
Let's
See
be
what you
clear.
just said. No, Ben, see what you just said.
You wanted the
Hold
same
on a
number,
minute.
win or lose.
Hold on a minute. You see what you just said?
Yeah.
I'll put up the messages about you saying to me, make sure there's a rematch.
Of course, it's two easy paydays.
Don't of course.
Nigel,
Ben,
this is
you've absolutely done yourself up like a kipper.
Eddie,
You've asked for a rematch.
Eddie,
You've asked for a rematch.
Eddie, I got messages from you.
Ben, did you
asking
ask for a rematch?
Of course, it's two easy
Okay, done.
paydays.
Thank you.
We're getting paid
That's
more
not
for
what
this.
signed the contract.
Okay, on to the next thing now.
just to-
We get it. There's going to be a rematch.
Let me
No,
just
come on. No, it's too much. It's too much. We're not here to hear you chat shit